When I graduated high school, I went into I joined the Navy, and pretty much once I got into the Navy, it was nothing but drinking all the time. And I was there for 4 years. I got out, and I came back here, and started working in construction, and continued my drinking habit. And it pretty much, had a good control of me. There was a point that I got into a relationship with a girl that after about a year she left, and I took it pretty hard.
Yeah.
And my drinking just got worse. It just got worse. It was feeling good to numb myself.
Sure.
But the thing was, after a while, not even that was helping me. I was still, not only did I go from being a sociable and happy drunk, I went to being a miserable, depressed drunk.
Yeah.
And one night, I was out in Natalia, in a karaoke bar, and when I left, I was going to head down and grab something to eat, but I didn't get too far when I got pulled over. And the police officer, he arrested me. By this time, this probably was my third, fourth time being arrested for DWI.
Wow.
And he arrested me, and he took me downtown. He took me to Hondo, and I spent the night there. The next morning, I woke up. I bailed myself out of jail. I paid the bondsman a little extra money so he can take me to the pound where my car was at and get it out. So I got home, and I just pretty much I wept all day long. I wept. I had a son who at that time was about 6 years old, and I told myself, what kind of role model am I being for my son? What am I showing him?
Yeah.
The night that I got arrested was September 14th of 2001. On Saturday night, I called my mother. My mother had already been saved for a couple years. So I called my mother, and I told her what has been happening to me. And my mother said, basically, you need Jesus in your life. And I said, I don't know what I want. I said, I just want one thing. I don't want this anymore.
Yeah.
I don't want this. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired of this.
You kind of hit rock bottom.
Yeah. And like I said, I was, and I told her, I said, I'll be over there in a minute. And so I drove over there to her house, and right there in her living room, I got saved. And the next morning, this was a Saturday night, the next morning, which was Sunday, she took me to the church. She visited. When I got saved, I got down on my knees, and I was pretty much asking the Lord to take this away from me, that I didn't want this no more. I says, I know what I done wrong. I says, I'm not asking you to get me out of this. I says, I just want this to stop. A year went by, and I'm waiting for a call from the courthouse telling me when I got to go to court. And they didn't call me. I waited 2 years. Nothing. So I'm thinking, okay, they got to be calling me here sometime, because I know, my case is going to be coming up. 3 years, 4 years, 5 years went by, and I never received a call from anybody. From that Friday, the 14th of September, 2001, was the last time I took a drink of anything. Alcoholics Anonymous has a 12-step program.
Right.
You get Jesus, it's only one step.
Yeah.
He takes it away. I humbly asked him to take it away from me, and he did just that. He heard my prayer, he answered my prayer, and he just took it right out right away from me. And he did that. I give him the glory, and I give him the praise, and I give him the credit, because he did. If it was not for him, I don't know where I'd be right now. I know I'd be in a much worse place, and that's even if I'd be alive.
Yeah.
I'd be in a much worse place. So right now, he did. It was him that answered that prayer for me, that took that desire. That there is a comfort and a peace now at night.
Yeah.
That I can sleep. I don't no longer have to worry about being obsessed with being obsessed of what I can do to make myself feel better, to lift myself up. When I'm already lifted up, I'm already that. I laugh because I say I still drink to get high, but the label no longer says Budweiser. The label now says living water.
Yeah.